Hey everyone, we're talking about Wata games today. We're going to go over some prices on eBay of Wata rated games.
I don't think a lot of these are going to be Wata rip-off, man, but we'll see what happens.
Well, first of all, I guess we should find out, what is Wata? By collectors for collectors.
We are a young company, born from the community of video game collectors. Oh, they're here to serve our needs. They thrive on responding and contributing back to the community that made us who we are.
They thrive on the community's blood is what they thrive on. We stand for providing transparency and information parity to help level the playing field by making information available and easy to understand no matter if you've been collecting for years or just getting started. We have fair, objective grading standards you can count on to help assess a game's true identity and condition. Wata certifications reveal that the true value of your treasured video game.
It eliminates uncertainty, measures the game's condition against an absolute scale. Oh, an absolute scale. That's interesting. And gives buyers and sellers complete confidence in their transaction.
Oh, they talk about their logo. Our logo has a crystalline appearance to convey that when we grade, certify, and seal a video game in a case, it is frozen in time. We grade everything.
Hey, rip you off.
They grade loose carts, box, complete in box, sealed prototypes, and homebrews. Sega, Sony, Philips, NEC, Microsoft, Nintendo, GCE, Memorex, SNK, and Panasonic.
And what do they charge for this all-important service?
All right, let's look at their pricing. Pricing demystified.
150 business days is $60?
So wait, for 170 business days, it's $0 to get it done?
For a complete in-box, I guess. And then for some reason, a speedrun is more if it's complete in-box. 18 business days is $125. Good Lord, who is wasting their money on this stuff?
Well, it might not be a waste of money. If you get your game rated by Wata and can sell it for a lot of money, it could be worth it. They got upgrades too.
Deep badge upgrade.
It's a prestigious, visually striking, and non-replaceable badge, reserved only for games in stellar condition. Okay.
So if they deem your game mint, then you can pay more to get a sticker.
Which gives it the quality assurance that they would give you anyway. At least they cleaned your cartridges for $8.
What? I don't want them cleaned.
Wait, why do they charge more to clean a complete in-box game? Did they clean your box?
Usually you gotta pay a lot more than 18 bucks for that. Heavy cleaning is 24 bucks.
Reholder. Damage holder? We'll swap it with a new clean holder for a fraction of the cost. And we won't tell anybody, so it'll be worth more. They'll test your game.
$5 to put it in a system and see if it loads.
Wait a minute. They don't test the game when they grade the game? They just look at the game? Isn't that like rating a comic book, but being like, well, we don't actually open the comic to look at it. We just rate it on the outside looks.
This whole thing is just a scam, I think.
Well, let's take a look at how scammy it is. We'll go to eBay. Okay, so we have a NES TMNT Tournament Fighters at a Wata 9.8 sealed A+ game. And how much do they want for it?
45 grand. No one's gonna come close to sniffing 45 grand on this thing. I'm surprised the one above it, that Punch Out's got 44 watchers. Come on, 44 watt. There's 44 people basically saying who's dumb enough to pay 45 grand for this game. And it's only rated to 6.
It is only a 6, but it's factory sealed?
How do you know if it's factory sealed? Now it's in this case that you can't take out.
You wanna know what I find funny? 45 grand and $15 shipping. They can't even pay the shipping for you. Zombies Ate My Neighbor's variant for $45,678.96. That's just an arbitrary number, isn't it?
They got free shipping on that one. Really, someone's going to buy ET for the 2600 factory sealed?
It is a 9.8.
Give me a break.
What? It's only 50 grand for what supposedly might be the worst game on the system. They had so many that they put them in a landfill.
Those are the ones that should be valuable, are the ones that have been sourced from the landfill. Ooh, you got, what was that, Pepsi Man?
Pepsi Man. Factory sealed Wata 9.8 A+.
That's ultra rare.
50 grand from Kuwait.
It is quite rare, I'll give you that, but it ain't 50 grand rare.
No. It's a good game, though. Double Dragon, 8.5. 51,750 bucks. What do you do with this game? Do you just put it on your shelf?
What else would you do with it? I mean, you're not going to break the seal on the thing and, have your buddies over for a tournament or anything.
How baller would that be to buy this game for $51,000, break the seal in front of everybody, and just pop it in?
This is just asinine to me.
Well, I mean, this is for our age group, targeted right at us, for the people who have nostalgia for these games. So this is interesting. A Fortnite PS4 game. Factory sealed for 60 grand. For a PS4 game, first of all, I mean, I get it that it's probably rare because it became a free-to-download game, but I can't imagine it being that rare.
Yeah, you'd think they would have still made thousands. You're paying 50 grand for cellophane.
Let's see here. We got a Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Genesis clamshell Wata 9.4 B+ for $125,000 or best offer.
I'll give you $8.
Isn't that like the second printing? Because if you look at it, it's the Sega Classic version.
Well, that's probably why. It's because these Sega Classic things were toward the end of the Genesis run.
It's a later variant that's harder to get.
There you go.
I just know comic books mainly and how those work, and it's like you never pay more for the reprint.
Yeah. It's almost the opposite in video games.
Because their later games get released.
Yeah, when you get stuff at the end of the system run.
Okay, we have a Altered Beast Holy Grail 1 of 1 sealed VGA Wata for $150,000. Why is this the Holy Grail? I have to see. Exact item is pictured, message for details. All games are authentic original. It doesn't even say why it's the Holy Grail.
But it does say this software is one Sega title you'll keep coming back to play again and again. I don't know about that. You're paying 125 grand and you...
Yeah. What else we got in the upper echelon tiers here?
A Paperboy Collection.
$180,000 for the Paperboy Collection, all graded by Wata. Paperboy's not that good to begin with.
Oh man, Paperboy sucks. The arcade was fun, I guess.
Yeah, I love the arcade as a kid, but unless you have that bicycle thing, you're not having a good time.
Yeah, that game's got a lot of 8-bit hard to it, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so that World Champions, where do they get 6.5 on just the cartridge? Probably the label.
Is it dirty?
Oh, except, well, they can clean it, though. You can pay the extra to get the deep clean.
That's true.
That's true. Thing. And so, what was this thing originally? 3.2. They paid $18 to get it clean, and suddenly it's 6.5.
Or maybe they cheaped out on the cleaning. Nah, I only want to get $275,000 for it. So don't clean it for me.
Yeah. That is original World Championship dirt. Howard Phillips himself smudged his thumb on this cartridge. That's worth 75 grand in of itself.
$500,000 for X-Men versus Street Fighter Superhero PS1
Collection.
So this is just all the Street Fighters.
PlayStation Street Fighters.
$500,000, I guess.
That's the buy now price. It could go for $600,000-$700,000 when it goes to actual auction.
I'll bet $500,001. All right, and then for the holiest of holy grails on here, we have the 1990 Nintendo World Champions Gold Cartridge, Wata 5.0, graded game NES.
Oh, they got 1,600 watchers.
$2 million. Can you imagine paying $2 million for anything?
Who's got just $2 million to blow? They're just sitting around like, all right, man.
After I'm done buying Twitter, I'm buying that game.
Just to play some Rad Racer? I mean, come on.
A truncated version of Rad Racer. I'm guessing all 1,600 of those watchers are just curiosity watchers.
They're probably just people like, what the hell's worth $2 million? Click on it.
The most valuable game. It's the holy grail of video games. While Stadium Events remains the most expensive and rarest officially released NES game, the holy grail of collecting is hands down the Nintendo Championship cartridge. Yeah, we know the story.
Great details. Super glue on label and cart shell.
Like it was falling apart and someone glued it back together. This was one of the versions given away by Nintendo Power. Only 26 produced. And you could buy the Wata graded version right here, folks. What do you think of Wata, what they're doing?
Chase that Skrilla, man.
Would you ever have a game rated by Wata?
No.
Let's say you came across something pretty rare at a garage sale. You think it'd be worth having it rated?
I'd be interested to see what the comps are in the 300 to 500 range. If people are getting 300 to 500 for various Zelda games that have been Wata rated. I mean, if you're going to get 300 to 500 compared to what you get it for raw, that's the whole value of grading.
To give people peace of mind is basically what it is. What do you guys at home think? Is this something you would do? Have you ever graded something with Wata?
Would probably avoid the sealed copies just because that would be so easy to get ripped off on. This whole grading thing started back with baseball cards, and it was more of a where they would kind of carbon date the cardboard to make sure it was properly like a 52 tops was from 1952.
Well, I guess time will tell what happens with it.
I suppose.
All right, folks, thanks for watching.